Humanity has always looked up at the stars with awe and wonder, searching for meaning in the vastness of the cosmos. Ancient sages, philosophers, and spiritual teachers believed that the universe is governed not by chance, but by profound and eternal principles, laws that shape existence itself. These are often called the great laws of the universe, and though invisible, they influence everything, from the movement of galaxies to the thoughts in our minds. While modern science explains the world through physics and mathematics, universal laws in a spiritual or philosophical sense go deeper. They speak about harmony, balance, cause and effect, and the interconnectedness of all life. Let us explore some of the most profound universal laws that many traditions across the world have recognized. 1. The law of mentalism. Everything begins in the mind. This principle, rooted in Hermetic philosophy, suggests that the universe itself is a mental creation. Our thoughts are not just private events, they are forces that shape reality. What we think, we attract. What we imagine, we begin to create. Modern psychology echoes this idea, proving how beliefs and expectations guide our actions and decisions. In essence, change your thoughts and you change your world. 2. The law of correspondence. As above, so below. One of the most famous universal principles states that patterns repeat themselves across all levels of existence. From the smallest atom to the largest galaxy, the same structures and laws can be observed. On a personal level, this means that our inner world mirrors our outer world. If there is chaos inside fear, anger, doubt, our external reality often reflects the same. When we cultivate peace and clarity within, our surroundings begin to shift accordingly. 3. The law of vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves. Physics tells us that everything is energy vibrating at different frequencies. The same principle applies to our emotions, thoughts, and even the people around us. High vibrations are associated with love, joy, and creativity, while low vibrations align with fear, anger, and despair. By consciously raising our vibration through gratitude, kindness, and awareness, we align with higher possibilities and attract better experiences. 4. The law of attraction. Like attracts like, perhaps the most popular universal law today. It states that we draw into our lives the things that resonate with our energy and focus. If we constantly think about scarcity, we attract more lack. If we focus on abundance, we open ourselves to opportunities. The law of attraction is not magic, it is alignment. When our thoughts, emotions, and actions move in the same direction, the universe seems to cooperate, creating synchronicities and outcomes that reflect our inner state. 5. The law of cause and effect. Every action has a reaction. Nothing happens by accident. Every event, every situation is the result of a chain of causes. This law reminds us of responsibility. What we sow, we eventually reap. In the East, this is often expressed as karma, the spiritual echo of our deeds. In science, it's Newton's third law of motion. No matter how we frame it, the principle remains the same. Our choices matter, and consequences always follow. 6. The law of polarity. Everything has its opposite, light and darkness, hot and cold, joy and sorrow. These are not contradictions, but two ends of the same spectrum. The law of polarity teaches us that duality exists so that we may understand balance and growth. Without sadness, we wouldn't recognize happiness. Without challenges, we would not appreciate achievements. This law encourages us to see opposites not as enemies, but as teachers. 7. The law of rhythm. Everything flows in cycles. The universe moves in patterns, seasons, tides, life cycles, even the beating of our hearts. Nothing is permanent. Everything follows a rhythm. Understanding this law helps us accept change. Just as winter always gives way to spring, difficult times eventually shift toward renewal. By moving in harmony with life's rhythms, we find patience and trust in the process of existence. 8. The law of gender. Creation requires balance. This law goes beyond biological differences. It speaks of masculine and feminine energies that exist within everything. The masculine represents logic, action, and direction, while the feminine embodies intuition, receptivity, and nurturing. True creation requires both. Whether in art, relationships, or personal growth, harmony between these energies leads to balance and wholeness. Conclusion: living in harmony with universal laws, the great laws of the universe, are not rules to fear, but guides to help us live in greater alignment with reality. They remind us that life is interconnected, purposeful, and filled with hidden order. When we recognize that our thoughts create ripples in the cosmos, that cycles shape our journey, and that opposites bring balance, we begin to live more consciously. Instead of fighting against the flow of existence, we learn to move with it. The wisdom of the universe has always been within us, waiting to be remembered. By aligning with these eternal principles, we don't just survive, we thrive, becoming co-creators of our own destiny.